Hello, my name is Nathan Taylor, otherwise known as Sockmatician, and this is a video tutorial to accompany the Sockmatician's double knitted brioche ebook. This particular tutorial shows you how to work the centre double decrease in double knitting as opposed to double knitted brioche. Some of the patterns in the book include elements of double knitting, so you'll need to be okay with how they work when you get to those parts of the pattern. As you can see, I've got a swatch here which has some double knitted brioche at the bottom, and this section is double knitting here, and I'm working with my brown stitches on the front side of the fabric and the blue are there on the back. Because it's double knitting, of course, I've got both of my yarns at the back of the fabric to start with rather than having one in front, and there are no yarn overs over any of the stitches, of course. The centre double decrease uses 3 pairs of stitches, so I'm going to be working this over these 1, 2, 3 pairs, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches here on the left needle. Step 1, insert the tip of your right needle purlwise into the front of the 1st, 3rd and 5th stitches on the left needle, missing out the 2nd and 4th stitches entirely. So that's going to 1, 2 and 3 there, 1, 3 and 5 I should say, leaving 2 and 4 out of the equation completely. Step 2, slide the left needle out of all 5 of these stitches, and the 2nd stitch and 4th stitches will pop free at the back of the work. If I do that there, you can see the blue stitches are now hanging free. You can see I'm also pinching with my thumb and index finger of the right hand just to stop them from sliding down anywhere. Step 3, slide the left needle back into just the 2nd and 4th stitches, 1 and 2 there. Now you can see I've got 3 brown stitches on my front needle and 3 blue stitches on my back needle. Step 4, slip 3 stitches purlwise back from the right needle to the left. So just slipping them over back to almost where they came from, and you can see now I've reordered my 3 pairs of stitches from knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl to knit, 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 purl, purl, purl. That's what we were doing with those steps there. Step 5, slip 2 stitches together and knitwise from the left needle to the right. That's going into 2 stitches at the same time as if to knit them together, but just slipping them across over to the right needle. Step 6, slip a 3rd stitch also knitwise from the left needle to the right. You know how that's done there. Step 7, slip all 3 stitches purlwise this time back from the right needle to the left. There they go. Step 8, using the yarn specified by the colour on your chart, in this case I'm going to be doing the brown yarn, knit all 3 stitches together through the back legs. You know how that works, so go straight in from front to back there and from right to left, knit the 3 strands together with your brown yarn. You can see that's already created a centre double decrease on the front of the work. Step 9, bring both yarns together to the front of the work, coming between the 2 needles. Step 10, slip 1 stitch knitwise from the left needle to the right. Knitwise, of course, means coming around the front of the stitch and going in that way. Step 11, slip a 2nd stitch also knitwise from the left needle to the right. Boom. Step 12, slip a 3rd stitch, again knitwise from the left needle to the right. Look at that, nice and simple. Step 13, slip all 3 stitches purlwise back from the right needle to the left. So 1 and 2 and 3. What that's done is remounted those 3 stitches, so they now sit with their leading leg behind the needle. Step 14, slip 2 stitches together and purlwise through the back legs from the left needle to the right. So that means taking the tip of the right needle round behind those 2 stitches, crossing over the back of them there, and coming into both of them towards you in that direction and slipping them across to the right needle. Step 15, slip a 3rd stitch also purlwise through the back leg from the left needle to the right. So that's again going round the back of the stitch with the right needle tip coming in towards you in that direction and slipping it across. Step 16, slip all 3 stitches purlwise this time back from the right needle to the left. So that means going through 1 and then these 2 together, purlwise from the right needle to the left, so that they are back over here and we can work them together now. Step 17, using the opposite yarn from the colour specified on the chart. So we used the brown for the first one, we're going to use the blue for this one. purl these 3 stitches together just through the front legs as normal. So it's an ordinary P3 tog, just those 2 stitches a little bit twisted around each other so it feels a little bit different. And then finish everything off, step 18, by taking both yarns together to the back of the work, going between the 2 needles. So I'm just going to work a couple of stitches beyond where we finished the decrease so that we can go back and have a look at what we've done. And here we have on the front side of the fabric these 3 columns of stitches coming together nicely with the outer 2 tucking themselves behind that center stitch there. Very nice and tidy there. And on the back of the work, the exact same thing is true with the blue stitches, these 3 columns of stitches coming together with that center stitch standing nice and proudly. And that's all you need to know about working the centered double decrease in double knitting. Zip!